Hey, I want to video growing microgreens from start to finish. And what I'll do is start here by adding the soil to the trays and get it seeded, and I'll show you what you need to do to it to get it started. And then I'll video every day. I'll just take a shot of it, just show you the progress of it until it's finished. Okay, well, let's get started. I hope I have enough dirt. I don't know if I do or not. I just use my hands and put it in here. Try to break up the clumps. I use these individual trays that go in the main tray because it's easier to use the microgreens. Then I can pick that tray out, take it up to the kitchen, snip it off, put it in the smoothies or however we're going to use it, and just that part of it they work really well on. There is a part here I'll show you in the future at the end of this video, towards the end of this video, where there's a little bit more work and more of a pain in the butt to deal with, but you know, you have choices to use them or not. Try to break the clumps up best you can. If you have clumps. I'm doing this in my basement. That's where I start all the seedlings that I put out in the greenhouse, and where I do the microgreens start to finish, because they really don't need that much light. They don't, I mean, they're done and ready to eat so fast in most cases that they don't, you don't have to worry about a lot of light. I'll show you later what I use for light. Try to get these clumps broke up. There's a clump that ain't gonna break up. Ain't, is that a word? I guess. How about won't break up? For English teachers out there. another one. I like to try to get them filled to the top. I'll show you why. Here, a little bit. That was sweet. You break up or take out any lumps. It's actually pieces of wood in this body mix here. This is Microgreens garden soil. I bought that by mistake one time. I'm using it up. It seemed to work for microgreens in the past. We'll see what happens this time. I don't like all the chunks of other than soil in it. For this job anyway, it wouldn't be no big deal for growing like lettuce to start out in the garden. After you have these padded down the best you can. And all the humps out there. I'm going to take a spray bottle and put it down, let it soak in. This is the only water it's going to get until it is ready to be put under the light. You want that to be pretty good. Let it soak down in there. Do it a couple times. It soaks down in. Let it set for a little bit. While I'm letting it set, I'll take my microgreen, which I'm using a called Mighty Micro Mix. It contains broccoli, red Russian kale, red ace cabbage, blue kale, and Japanese spinach mustard. I've used this before and had success with it. I have a bottle here. Some people weigh this out and they know how many ounces it takes to seed this up. I haven't got that proficient yet, but maybe we will someday. So that's probably not enough. Put one more in there. So I'm just showing you what I do, and you know how it works out for me. I'm sure there's people that do it differently. Here in Sugar Run, this is how we're doing it today anyway. Alright. That seems like it should be moist enough. So you just start taking them and sprinkling them in. You got a good coverage. And I might end up going back over some of these. Probably will. You want to look at if you have any clumped up, you can spread them out. And while you're doing that, you're going to see where you think you might need more. You put them in there. There might be a science to this, but scientists don't live in Sugar Run. We are learn as we go. School hard knocks. Fail until you succeed. That isn't altogether true. Do a lot of research. Try to see what's the best way to do things, so you're not trying to recreate the wheel every time you do something. But you have so many interests, you're not going to be a professional at everything you try. I often consider myself a jack of all trades and a master of none. You know, I can build you a house. I built this house, but I'm not a carpenter. You know, I had a lot of experience in gardening and growing plants. I sure didn't go to school for it. It's just stuff we learned as we went. Some things worked, some things didn't. So that's what we do. Makes life more interesting that way. Okay, that looks to me to be good enough seed-wise. You can give them another little squirt. Now, here's the part that most everybody, I certainly didn't know about it. As you can see on here, it says, let me see if it says it on this one. No, it doesn't. On this one, it says, use blackout method. I thought, what the heck is the blackout method? That's, you know, that's where your research comes in. Well, here's the blackout method. What we are going to do now is, it's actually a weighted blackout method. What we're going to do now is we're going to put, I cut these to fit in there. We're going to put one of these on each one. This is where if you're just using the tray, you could, it would be easier. You have one piece of cardboard or one piece of this material, which this was somebody's political yard sign. That's that plastic cardboard type stuff. It's probably a better use for it than that. But anywho, I cut them into squares to fit in here. So you want them down on there like that. And what I put 2 more pieces of cardboard on it. And then what we do from here is we put weight on it. Now, believe it or not, these are brick. And that's the kind of weight you put on it. And believe it or not, those plants, those seeds, when they germinate, will lift these bricks. Hard to believe, but it does. Now, the reason you're weighing these down is it's pushing the seeds into the dirt and giving it more contact to the dirt instead of just laying on top. And that's where the individual things and using this is not as good as just using the tray, I think, for that part of it, because you're dependent on this bricks to put weight on these individually. That's why I use the cardboard. Or if you just had, the tray, then you could probably get the weight on it a little easier. But this is how I do it, because I like being able to pull this out and, like I say, take it up to the kitchen and use it. Now from here, this is called the weighted blackout method. Now here's the blackout part of it. I'm using just a garbage bag, a black garbage bag. You can use a towel. Use anything. Just leave that on it, and tomorrow will come. We'll check it. I'll check it every day and take a quick shot of it to show you what it looks like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, right till it's time to eat. All right. See you in the flip-flop. Okay, it's been about 24 hours since we planted these microgreens. Let's see what we have going on here. I would guess not much, but we're going to video this every day. Just watch them grow. Pull up. Yeah, there's nothing happening. Nothing happened on day 1. Okay, so that's day 1 video. See you tomorrow. Okay, this is day 2, 48 hours for the microgreens. Took off the blackout cover. Now we take off the weight. We'll see here if anything's happening yet. I don't see anything. There's a little bit over here. Yeah, they're starting. You see right there. It's starting. Yep. See that white fluffy stuff? It's not mold, that's starting. Okay, day 2, 48 hours. You have a little bit of activity there. And we'll see you on day 3. Okay, day 3, the microgreen project. Let's take the blackout cover off. Take the weight off. Okay, you can see they're starting to sprout now. And they're all starting to sprout now, day 3. Okay, we'll cover it back up. Keep it going. And I'll see you in day 4. Okay, day 4. Uncover the microgreens and see what they look like. Well, you can see they're lifting up the little plastic I had weighing them down. So this is day 4. They're coming along good. They're not ready to take out from under the blackout yet. Need to let them go another day or 2. But they're coming along. Okay, day 4, I'll get them covered back up. Okay, day 5, microgreens. Let's see what we look like today. Yesterday was really, you'd see the big difference. And today, you're seeing that it's really taken off. And they're all like that. I'm not going to take them tops off of them, but they're all like that. They're looking good. I believe I'm going to go one more day before I put them under the light. These could probably go under the light right now. But I'm going to give it one more day. Let's see if it's still moist in there. I'm going to give it one more day, I believe. And then I'll put them under the light. and you'll be amazed. Anybody that grew seedlings to put out in the garden, and you look at those things right there we just looked at, you think, they're terrible. Look. You will be amazed what these things will do when we get them under the light. All right, cover them back up, and okay, day 6, microgreens. Let's take a look. Okay, these are ready to go under the light. See how they're growing. See how they pushed up everything. Take it all off. And they look, because they have no light, they look pretty ugly, don't they? I want to show you, and I'll keep watching it and give you the time that it takes, but I'm going to put it under the light now, and then we'll see how quickly that does something different. First thing I'm going to do is spray them. Give them a little water. Give them some water. Spray them down. Once they, this will be the last time I do this. Then I'll add water to the tray once I get them under the light and they start greening up. We'll add water to the tray. Give them a good dose, or when they're under the light, they don't dry out before I get to water them. All right, so now they're under the light. And about 9 o'clock, almost 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll see how long it takes for them to green up under the light. All right, talk to you later. Okay, day 7, the microgreens. You can see they really turned green now that they're under light. And they turned green. I didn't get a chance to shoot yesterday again. They turned green within probably 3 hours. So today we're going to be adding water in here. Now that isn't enough. I have to go get some more, but you add water in there and then it'll soak up through, because it's a little dry, because the lights will dry it out. It'll soak up through, and you just keep them moist. You can kind of tell by the weight. That's pretty light. They need water right now. Probably should have been watered yesterday. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, this is day 8, the microgreens. You can see how they're really filling out. Really filled in. Nice and green, and the reds from the radishes. They'll definitely be ready to eat here. Probably in by the 10th day. Coming along good. All right, see you tomorrow. Okay, day 9 of the microgreen. You can see filled out really nice. See the height of it. Doing really good. All right. Okay, this is day 10 of growing microgreens. As you can see, they're ready to eat now. Here's one. I pulled this out. They're ready to eat. They can stay here as long as you water them. They'll keep growing a little bit bigger. But this is ready to eat. I use them in smoothies. You can put them on salads. You can, put them in anything, soups or whatever. But there you have it, from seeding to eating in 10 days. Now there's some areas in this one where the seeding could have been a little denser probably, but overall it's a success. So there it is, microgreens in 10 days.